Alright, what is up everybody? Back today with another video. Another knife review on the channel today. So this is coming out after my Sharp by Design Mini Tempest first impressions. I actually got this video on I got this knife on the same day. Sometimes that happens. You order a couple knives, you get them all at once. But it's another zero tolerance. Man, ZT is definitely up there with being my favorite production knife company at this point. I really love my Spydercos and all the aftermarket availability. As far as, just your standard everyday knives in the $200 to $300 range. Just kind of your standard everyday carry stuff. Obviously, I've got, my higher end stuff and all that. But let's get right into it. This is the ZT 0640. This knife's been out for a few years now. It's been really popular. And as you can see here, I've got my other ZTs. This is my 6th ZT. And let's get right into it. Here it is. So the box, real quick. You guys know I do knife reviews, not box reviews. I will pull the pocket clip out though, the stock one. And came with some bubble wrap and some paperwork. ZT's pretty straightforward on their packaging. You get this box and a little paperwork slip, and that's all you need, isn't it? So here's the knife, and I have went ahead and thrown this aftermarket clip on there, and actually just got there earlier. I kind of wish I'd left the stock clip on, but anyways, I'll go over that here in a minute. So let's get into the knife. Check this out. Blades, you've got a 3.75 inch blade with a 4.75 inch handle and or closed length. This knife weighs 4.4 ounces and is very, very solid. ZT's obviously known for their overbuilt folders, and they still make quite a few. Now they are doing some stuff like the old Texas toothpick here, the 707, which is a great little knife. So that they've branched out and they're moving with the times and they make what people want, and I really like ZT as a company. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, these green carbon fiber scales. These are not a fan favorite, as everybody knows. And under the light here, I'm not a fan either, let's be honest. I don't hate it as much as I thought I would. Initially, I was thinking, man, those are going to have to go ASAP. But after getting it and, just carrying it around for a day or two, from a little bit of a distance, kind of like this, I don't hate it. I like the little bit of differentiation. And I think I might leave them for a little while. Mainly for the fact that Sharp Dress Knives is completely out of stock on all his 0640 scales. Yeah, I looked at some other ones. I think I'm just going to hold out till Sharp Dress Knives comes back in stock with whatever. The only problem is I'm not a micarta fan. And that seems to be blasphemous in the knife industry nowadays. Just everyone loves their micarta. Now, like micarta like this, on this Pena Apache, I believe this was canvas micarta. This is the first micarta I've got that I've really actually liked. And it's really smooth. So personally, I prefer G10 over micarta, and that's just me personally. Just not a micarta fan. So you can see we've got an open back design here, and this is a 20 CV blade with your thumb disc there. And this is running on phosphor bronze washers to be extra robust. ZT loves to use their bearings. They decided to go washers on this knife. And that just kind of reinforces the fact this is meant to be a tank. And it really is. This is a large knife overall. Let's get a couple size comparisons in here. I'm gonna set a couple up and then I'll pick the camera up for you guys. Get that. I'll do. This is one a lot of people have too. So we're gonna do a couple ZT comparisons. And then what else? A Shaman, a pair of 3, and why not a Hinderer? Okay, so let's start out with these. So you've got your 0562, which is very similar in size. You can see the 640 is a little bigger. You've got your 308, which is almost identical in size, maybe a tiny bit longer than this knife, but this is a thinner knife. Kind of show you that here. As you can see, let's do a pair of 3. There we've got a pair of 3. Why not a pair of 2 as well? Pair of 2 and pair of 3. A little bit bigger than a pair of 2. Very nice. Now we've got Hinderer and what a weak flip. And a Shaman. As you can see, bigger than a Hinderer. Almost right on par with the Shaman, maybe slightly bigger. So this is a pretty large knife overall. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting to get that big of a knife. I'm not mad at it by any means, you know. I guess I could have read how big it was, but for the few days I've had it here, I'm really digging the knife. The action, you know, a lot of people rave about this action. It's pretty smooth for me. You know, once you let go, you can drop shut it here, and I am still breaking it in. So deployment, super smooth. With the thumb disc here, you can reverse flick it right-handed, and especially left-handed, because you have this notch here to get to that thumb disc. This is the stock thumb disc. I'm going to be getting a Gray Precision monster thumb disc, their oversized thumb disc, which is 25% larger than stock, but is not wider than the scales. Pretty cool. It's around $30. This pocket clip, it's just a knockoff off eBay. I happened to see it for $10. I was like, you know what, I'll try it. It can't hurt. And it's either aluminum or titanium because it is not magnetic. So I'm thinking aluminum. Shoot, it may be titanium. But for $12, I'd be impressed. So I did have to bend it a little bit. But retention overall still pretty good. And it looks pretty good too. Now the stock pocket clip, you know, everybody hates it. And I see why. Before I got this knife, I was kind of like, everyone just wants to complain about it, you know, they're just jumping on the bandwagon. But I was wrong, and this clip is not good. Now, I did bend it a decent amount to where, because one of the main complaints is you can't slide it in your jeans because there's no lip here. So I bent up a little bit of a lip, and then it was pretty much flat. So when you would put it in your pocket, this would stick up. You know, you'd put it in your pocket, and it would kind of be like this. So I bent it, put a little bit of a ridge on it here, and that's how I had it. So there's a little bit of a lip there, and then you had a little room for your pants, and that actually worked decently. I carried it like that went Thursday and Friday. And while there was quite a bit of blade still sticking, or a bit of knife still sticking out, it wasn't the worst thing ever. Now, obviously, with this deep carry clip, way better. So I'm going to go ahead and call that a necessity to get a deep carry clip on this knife. Thumb disc, you know, it's pretty aggressive knurling on there. It's kind of a crosshatch pattern. It lets you really get a good grip, but, you know, it'll probably tear up your fingers a little bit if you fidget a lot. And that's why Gray Precision offers, they call it rifled. jimping. It's just one way instead of this crosshatch pattern. See up close there how absolutely ugly these scales are. So I said up close under the light, not a fan. But from a distance, they look all right. Action again, there's no drop shuttiness. You see I'm depressing lock bar there, and you can shake a little and it starts, but once you let go of the lock bar and you get it right here, you can shake it closed fairly easily. I did loosen the pivot just a tiny bit. There's still no blade play. But I put a little Loctite and set it where I like it. What I like to do is break a knife in for a week or two, and then disassemble it, clean it, and reassemble it and tune it how I like it. So we'll see here in a week or two. Like I said, overall, still really smooth. Just not really any drop shuttiness there, which I don't think this knife was meant to be drop shutty, to be honest with you. I think this thing is meant to be a robust tank, and it does that job very well. So this is a very solid knife, got a really good feel to it. Real quick, we'll test the sharpness, even though it's a ZT. I know it's sharp. Huh. Not too soon, huh? No, it's sharp. I just got a bad piece of paper. But as you can see, no issues on sharpness. Came plenty sharp enough. So no worries on that front. So yeah, just another absolutely solid offering from Zero Tolerance. I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of Zero Tolerance every knife I get. This is my current collection. So the next CT will be the 393 Glow Carbon Fiber Scales. I've been wanting that one for a little while too. You know, the two Hinderer designs. It's designed off the Eclipse Hinderer platform. So that will probably be my next knife. Real quick, just in case, if you haven't seen my Sharp by Design Mini Tempest video, please go back and watch it. I've got that out. This is an absolutely beautiful, astounding knife. Front flipper. So yeah, go check that out. And I still got a few videos to do. I've got this Sumo I still need to do. And then I got a Heretic Pariah to do still. So yeah, feel free to subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for more knife comment coming weekly. Great knife. Have a great day.